Hey, what's happening here? Who are all these kids?
These were all healthy kids who died from the choking game. Their gift is to prevent you from making the same deadly mistake.
Game?
Exactly. Thousands of kids are doing it thinking it's innocent fun, but it's not. It goes by lots of different names which you may have heard of, like pass out, space monkey, tap out, space cowboy, flatliner, suffocation roulette. Lots of names, but it's all the same thing.
What is the choking game?
It's using something or someone to cut off blood flow and oxygen to your brain. It is not a game.
Why? What happens in the brain?
The brain controls how we think, move, and feel. Without enough blood and oxygen, these life-giving functions shut down.
What does it feel like?
The first feeling is dizziness from a lack of blood and oxygen. The second feeling is lightheadedness when the blood rushes back into the brain.
So what's the problem?
Because of lack of oxygen, you don't even know that you may have fainted, or worse, that you're dying. It's not safe at all. It's not a chance worth taking.
But people faint all the time. Why is it a problem?
Because in the choking game, the fainting is caused by deliberately cutting off the flow of blood and oxygen to the brain. Some kids survive, but too many die. And if you do survive, you may be seriously hurt. There's a chance of fracturing your skull, bleeding in the brain, shaking uncontrollably. Your heart could stop beating. You could fall down and shatter bones, be in a coma, or suffer permanent brain damage.
When they faint, why do they shake uncontrollably?
They shake because the brain doesn't have enough blood and oxygen to function properly. In addition to shaking, without enough blood and oxygen, brain cells die. And since these cells don't regenerate, this can cause brain damage or death.
Why do kids try this?
Many kids think the choking game is a safe alternative to drugs and alcohol, but it's not. It's just as harmful and it can kill with no warning.
Why else would kids try the choking game?
Kids are naturally curious, sometimes thrill-seeking, or they might just want to fit in with their peers who are doing it.
How do they die?
Since you can't see the brain function, you can't know when the damage is happening.
So it's a gamble with your life.
Exactly. Gone forever in a heartbeat.
How fast can it happen?
Without blood and oxygen, within 3 minutes, brain damage starts. Between 4 and 5 minutes, the body begins to shut down. 10 minutes can be too late. This activity can kill you the first time you try it.
Is it safer to try it with a friend?
Absolutely not. It is never safe. The only safe way is not to play.
Why are we talking about this?
Because it's happening everywhere, including right here. And you need to understand just how dangerous it is.
It only affects me, right?
Wrong. It affects many other people in your life.
Who else does it affect?
Your parents, your family, your friends. Can you imagine doing this with a friend and something goes wrong and your friend dies? If your friend died, how would you feel?
So, who's doing this?
Mostly boys and girls between 9 and 16 years old of all races and religions. But it can happen to any person at any age.
How can we tell? Are there warning signs?
Some warning signs are bloodshot eyes, frequent headaches, marks or bruising around the neck, or kids locking themselves in their rooms. But there can be no warning signs at all.
How can I say no?
Use humor.
Like, no thanks, I need all the brain cells I've got.
Right. Or
Just walk away, leave if people ask you to do it?
you could also give them a reason.
No, it's stupid and it can kill you.
And avoid peer pressure. There's also strength in numbers.
So hang out with kids who won't do this.
Just avoid the situation.
If you know kids who are doing it, don't go with them.
And if you're not sure how to say no, ask a grown-up.
What can kids do if they're doing it?
If you're doing it, stop right now. And if you can't stop on your own, ask for help.
What else can I do?
First, you stay alive. Then warn your friends and save their lives too. And if you know someone who's doing it, tell them to stop. But don't take their word for it. Tell an adult about it too.
But my friend will get mad.
It's better to have your friend mad at you than have your friend die. Your friend may not understand, but this activity is a killer. Telling does not mean tattling.
Who can I tell?
Any responsible adult, your parents, your friend's parents or grandparent, aunt or uncle,
Who can I talk to at school?
your guidance counselor, a teacher, a coach, principal, or nurse.
Even smart, strong kids can make dumb choices with deadly consequences.
Some kids tried this only once or twice. They didn't know they were gambling with death. Many were gone in an instant.
If only they had known.
If only any of us had known to warn them.
Are kids really dying playing this game?
You tell me.
There are places I remember all my life. Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
These are just a few of the many victims of the choking game.
Let's spread the word so we can put an end to it.